Hello, hello. We're live. Yes, we are. Hello. How is everybody doing today? Let me just make sure that everybody knows we're live. Let's post it on Facebook, Instagram. See. I am so excited to be here today because today I'm gonna talk a lot about my days as a radio DJ, about that part of my life and like how I got about it, all of that stuff. So let's just make sure that the people who were there for me when I was a radio DJ actually know that I'm live today so that they we get to reminisce together. Let's see, add to the story. I'm on Twitch. Oh wait. I need to edit the stream. I forgot to edit the stream info. Still says ASMR. So let's just have to edit some of the stream info. This is actually my first official live stream. Reliving my radio disc track days. Alright, let's adjust the category. We're gonna do talk shows and podcasts. So if you people don't want to see my face, if some of you there don't want to see my face but want to hear the story, this will be available in all the podcasts out there. Wherever you can hear podcasts, it will be there. All right. There we go. It's been updated. I am actually sweating. Wow. I love to sweat, so that's good. And I have a fan. I hope you guys can hear it on the microphone. It's another ASMR. I recorded an ASMR earlier just to try it out. So if you guys can hear that, so I hope you can't hear it though. If you guys have any questions, just send it out to me on the chat. I'm also trying to go live on YouTube, just so yeah, the people on there can know that we're there. And then we're trying to go live on Facebook as well, so that our friends and listeners from back in the day also get to hear me again because they were there when I was just starting. And the Facebook page that I have, I actually started that when I was a DJ. Yes, and I was able to keep it, and for a while some people were still on it and talking and all that. So this is nice. So let us go to my Facebook page. My Facebook page name is the same as on here. It's Karen Hope, but I can't have that as a username, so it's Karen's Hope. Karen and then S and then Hope. It is what it is, people. So in just a little while, we're gonna start talking about how I got into being a radio DJ, life as a radio DJ, lessons I've learned, and all of that. And if you have any questions, of course, just put it on the chat and I'm gonna answer them as much as I can. Wow. Let's tell our friends that we're Can you guys hear my fan? So on Facebook, you can go live, but then it has to be like on Facebook. I guess I can only put a link to Twitch then. Yeah, I'll let them know that I'm on here right now. I'm live on Twitch right now. Let's wait for some people to come on over. Alright, I'm just letting them know that I'm live right now so that they can hear what we're talking about and they get to ask questions on chat and all that. Alright. Exciting. Alright. Connection says good. Alright. Let's talk about my radio DJ days. So, just gotta make sure I'm comfortable. Reminding you guys to drink water. Open it. Yes, drink water. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. All right. So, I was a radio DJ back in Cebu City in the Philippines. Ooh, this is now more than 10 years ago. And I became a radio DJ actually by accident. Yes. You know, when it's for you, it's really it comes to you. So I was in a taxi. For those who don't know, taxis in the Philippines, they're kind of affordable. So even as a student, you can afford to take a taxi. It's not like you do it every day, but every once in a while you can do it. So I was in a taxi. I don't remember where I'm going or why I was in a taxi cab, but I was in there and I heard like the taxi driver was listening to 93.9 IFM and he was the radio. I don't remember the taxi driver anymore. He started all of this. So, on the radio, they were talking about an audition for a voiceover for a certain advertisement. So the audition for a radio ad, they're looking for the voiceover. And at that time, I was studying mass communication, so I thought, this will be my life in the future. I wasn't really confident that I would get it, but there was that feeling of I just want to try. I want to see what it looks like the radio life, the broadcasting life. I want to see the technical side of it. I just want to experience it. That was like my main goal when I heard that. I'm like, okay. I took note of the date and time and where it was, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go there. And so I went there, and so I remember it was DJ Randy and DJ Robin. They were auditioning, and I guess during that audition, I was gonna say they saw something, but they heard something in my voice. They saw the potential, and so they had the script, like the exact script for the ad. So they had it in there, and they made me read it. I don't remember what the script was anymore, but I was reading it, and then they were like, okay, make it sound jollier, brighter, take it down a notch. So there was like different stuff. And it was just very short audition, yeah. And then I talked to them about who I am, gave them my CV, which was fairly blank at that time because I was like 17 going on 18. Yeah. And so yeah, I was like on my first year of mass communication. And so yeah, they got my contact info and then I left. A few weeks later, I was listening to the radio again by accident because I don't usually listen to radio. So so yeah, by accident I heard the ad. At that time, it was just a few weeks after the audition, so I still remember the the specific advertisement, the specific product. So when I heard it, I was like, "Oh, I didn't get it." Right? Because somebody else was already reading it. So I'm like, oh, I didn't get it. I wasn't disappointed. It was more like sad. Of course, like like of course, even though I knew that I wasn't gonna get it, it was still like sad. It's like didn't get it. But yeah, anyway, so somebody got it. I was just there for experience, so why should I be sad, right? So anyway, a few weeks later, I just realized it was Easter. Easter is such an important part of my life now. My first job in Norway, I also got it during Easter. I got the call during Easter season. And this, my first job, on the media sphere, I also got it during Easter. So I was on my way home to Leyte. I was in Cebu. I was studying at the University of the Philippines, Cebu. I was on my way home to Leyte, where my mom lives, to spend Easter with her. So this time I was again on a cab. Wow, I sound so rich. In this story, I'm always saying a cab. I always say a jeepney. I'm a jeepney girl. Come on, but just these two instances, I was on a cab. So I was on a cab again with my overnight bag. And they called me and they asked me, can you stop by the radio station? And I really like going early to the port. So I left the apartment around 3 hours before. And you don't have to be at the port an hour before. Like that's the recommended an hour before. And usually I want to be there 2 hours before. I don't want to panic. I don't want to be like, oh my God, and like I don't want to be in a hurry. So that's why I want to give myself a lot of time. And so you don't know there's gonna be traffic or whatever, because everyone's going home on in Easter. So that's why I'm like, okay, I left 3 hours before. So when they called me and I was in the cab, I'm like, yeah, I can drop by. I have time, which was good. See, it's nice to be early. So I redirected the cab, the taxi driver, to the radio station. So like, yeah, no problem. So as soon as I got there, I had my overnight bag with me. They were like, oh, where are you going? So it's like, I'm actually going home to Leyte to spend Easter with my mom. They were like, oh, okay. So when are you coming back? So I'm like, I just said like, I'm coming back on Monday. That wasn't the plan, but if there was just this feeling of like, I can't come back on Monday. They said, okay, what do you think about being a radio DJ? Like, working with us here. I was like, I think that's interesting, That's like, it's very nice. Like, I would love that. They're like, okay, can you come back on Monday at this specific hour? You'll be with one of the DJs. He's gonna train you. I was like, okay, all right, and yeah, I left. I went to on my way to the port. I was just like, I can't believe this is happening. I'm gonna be on the radio. I'm gonna be a DJ. Like, this is all happening too fast, and I was just don't know what to do. I don't know how to do this, but they believed in me. They heard something in my voice. They saw something in me that made them trust me and believe in me. So I thought, I can do this. When somebody believes in you like that, somebody who doesn't know you and who's only met you like, for a few minutes, like, okay, I can do this. And so while I was on the boat, on the ship, I called my mom and she was like so worried, thinking that thinking that like the ship get canceled, like the you call it the route, the trip got canceled. She's like, oh, what happened? I was like, no, I'm on my way, like, see you in a few hours. And she was like, do you want dinner? I was like, yeah, of course. But then I told her, like, I have to come back on Monday, can you get me a ticket? She was like, oh, that's so rushed. I don't know if there's like a trip on Easter Sunday. I was like, yeah, but I have to go back. I have a job to go back to on Monday afternoon. She's like, what job? I'm gonna be a radio DJ. What? How did this happen? Because I didn't tell people about the audition that I went to a few weeks before. It's not like, you tell people about something like that. I don't even remember if I told my best friend. I think I was living with my best friend at that time. I think we were roommates. Bess is my best friend online. I don't remember. I think we were roommates at that time. I don't think I even told her about the audition. I don't remember. Maybe I did. And so I was like, yeah, I auditioned a few weeks ago. I don't think I did really get the part of the role I auditioned for. Then they gave me a job as a radio DJ. Which just means to say, sometimes you want something, or you go to an audition, or you go to a job interview, and then you get so sad because weeks or months later you don't get the job, and you're like, "Ah, that's so sad." But sometimes the universe conspires so that there's something better for you. There's a reason you didn't get the job. There's a reason you didn't get the project. Because there is something better out there. Sometimes. Sometimes, we just don't know. And so yeah, I was like, I didn't get the voiceover project, but now I'm a radio DJ. My mom was just like, okay, cool, like, whatever. And so yeah, I spent Easter with her, and I came back, and of course the first day I didn't know what I was gonna do, but they were just like, just be yourself. Then they just showed me everything, how to turn on stuff and how everything works. And then they were just telling me to just be yourself, like, just talk, like, that's it. And it was like 60 to 70% English, and do a bit of Bisaya, because we're Bisaya, we're Bisdak. So like, at least add some Bisaya in it, like, every once in a while. And so yeah, it was so nice, and that's how I became a DJ. And yeah, it was really nice. I get to host a segment called I Share. So in that particular few hours, I think it was from 8 to 12 midnight, or was it 10 to 12 only? So yeah, for a few hours, listeners can call. They gotta call in and share their problems, or they can message us on Facebook and tell us their story. And some of the other listeners can also call in and give them advice, or post it on Facebook. So it's not like we had lawyers or doctors, or it's not like that. It's not like legal advice or something. So it was just like, so my boyfriend broke up with me. I'm so sad. What am I gonna do? So it's like, it's just problems. So being on air and hosting iShare felt like I was a friend. I was a friend you call and share your problems with, and yeah, this friend is gonna either help you with your problems or just listen to it. So yeah, it was something like that. But yeah, it was really nice. And I also hosted. It wasn't every day, but some afternoons, like from 4 to 6 p.m. I would host and just like talk to the listener, sometimes about life itself, about what's going on, greet the taxi drivers that are listening, of course. We have to greet them, and the jeepney drivers, and of course, my friends. I also had friends listening. They're like, yeah, DJ. I was called DJ Rian Rhymes. So they're like, DJ Rian, greet us. So it was so nice. So yeah, like, and then you would talk about the radio's music, the sound. So somehow the radio DJ's main job, main task is to introduce the songs that you will be playing next. So so that was it. So it's nice, you get to hear other people's problems, give them advice if you can, or just be there to listen. And it's also nice to learn a lot about the songs that you're playing, the music that you get to share with other people. Because yeah, normally I wasn't really a big music person, right, Mia Jane, my musical influence. I wasn't that big on music. But because of that job, like, I want to know some things about what I'm introducing as well. I didn't pretend to be knowledgeable about music, but I just want to say something as well. So yeah, that was nice. And I guess 10 years later, I can't believe it's no, it's more than 10 years. Because actually it popped up on my Facebook today. When I was a reporter, I became a journalist at the AM at the AM station. So 93.9 is the IFM. It's the FM station of DYHP. So when I was one of the reporters at DYHP, I would like drop by because it's in the same building. So I would drop by, and one time, apparently today, I dropped by and just said hi. Hi, it's DJ Rian Rhymes. How is everybody? So I was there for a bit, just drop by while I had a break at my at my real job. Now that was 10 years ago, which means that I was a DJ more than 10 years ago. Made myself sound so old. I don't feel old, but yeah. So yeah, I was a DJ about 12 years ago now, 13 maybe, but yeah, definitely more than 10 years ago. So yeah, that was life. That was it. So now, more than a decade later, I'm reminiscing in a way, and I'm reliving that life by streaming on Twitch and publishing this live stream on other platforms as well as releasing a podcast. So if you want to hear about stuff in general, about my life, about life in Norway, and other things that we could talk about, like how to be a student in Norway, life in Norway, how to work in Norway, or whatever. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to put it on the chat and we'll talk about them. And so yeah, and then you can hear me while you're driving, or I don't know, working out even. And whenever you listen to podcasts, you can hear me, and we'll talk about certain topics. So whatever you guys want to talk about. And yeah, I'll relive my radio DJ days by talking to everyone. This is exciting. All right, so I'm streaming live from Norway, and it is 2:28 p.m. Yes, that is the exact time, 2:28. But my friends in the Philippines are also listening to this. Hi guys! Musta naman mo, oy? So right now it's, what did you say? It's 8. It's 8:28. So since it's summertime, there is a 6-hour time difference. In the winter, the time difference is 7 hours. Now that it's summer, it's not summer, but it's summertime. So it's a 6-hour time difference. So they are there eating dinner. My bestie is selling stuff. What are you selling, bestie? Where's my bestie? It's not She's busy selling. Let's ask them what they're selling. So if there are people from Jensen right now, I don't know where she's selling and what she's selling. But yeah, she lives in Jansan. One of my best friends, she lives in Jansan. The other one, they're in Cebu. So let's see. So let's ask them what they're selling. Let's talk to them. So if you guys have any question, as I've said, don't hesitate to ask us on the chat, and we'll try to answer them. Yeah, I'm trying to keep an eye on it, so we'll see when we get questions, both from Facebook, YouTube, and of course right on here on Twitch. Of course, don't forget to follow so that you get notified when I go live again. And so I also did a co-working or study stream yesterday. So what happens on that is, for 20 minutes I will be on mute in a way. I will not be talking. I will be focusing on my work. And if you guys are working from home and you want to study with someone, you have a project that you really need to finish, but somehow you don't want to do it alone, or you just feel more comfortable when you do it with someone, even though that someone is like online and a stranger, you don't know them, you can join me and we can study or work or do our projects together. So for 20 minutes, there will be a timer, like right on here. There's a timer for 20 minutes, and we just do our own projects simultaneously. We'll do it, yeah, simultaneously, and do it together. And then we'll be like super quiet. We'll focus. And then after that 20 minutes, we will have a 10-minute break. And for 10 minutes, we can chat, talk about what we're doing. If you want to share, I will share what I am doing. And we can also use that time, of course, to go to the toilet, take a break, drink our water, which I am gonna do. This is also your reminder to drink your water. We need to hydrate. Yes. So yeah, and then we'll do that like a couple of rounds. 20 minutes study, focus, and then 10-minute break, and then 20 minutes focus, and then 10-minute break. So that's basically it. I'm gonna do that again because yeah, people were like, oh yeah, this actually helps to focus, and personally it really made me more efficient as well as effective in what I was doing. I was able to do it within just 2 rounds, like 2 20 minutes, and I feel like I could have done it in 1 20 minute, but yeah, I'm as a perfectionist, yes, I wanted to redo it, reread, just make sure that it's all good. So yeah, it was really nice. We're gonna do that again. And that's one of the stuff I'm going to be doing, co-working or study stream. And then next week let me just make sure that I'm giving you the right schedule. I'm giving you the time. I'm on CEST time zone. I'm in Norway. So next week on April 19, is it April 19, a Thursday? I'm just looking at my calendar. April 19 is a Friday. So April 18. On April 18, Thursday at 11:30 a.m. my time, I will be live streaming the weekend warm up for the F1 Grand Prix in China. And then on Friday, I'm looking at the time and I'm not sure if I'm gonna do this live because it's 5:30. If you're like me and you're not a morning person, this is so hard. But yeah, the practice one on my time is 5:30. The sprint qualifying is 9:30. It's so early, but I'm gonna try to go live as much as possible. And yeah, we'll talk about F1. I will be watching the practice sessions, the qualifying sprint, and all of that. I'll be watching it live, and then I'm gonna react and talk about it. And if you guys are F1 fans, we can do it together. I think that's exciting. So I haven't done that before, like ever. I haven't done a stream where you can watch me watch an F1 Grand Prix on a weekend. So this will be the first time. So I am excited, and I wish you will be there, watch me as well, and let's talk about F1. And yeah, if you know someone who is working from home or is looking for an accountability partner to do their project, make sure that they're able to finish it. Yeah, they can join my next co-working or study stream. Yeah. And if you have any questions, of course, post it on the chat and we can talk about them. Let's just make sure our chat settings is on so that people can chat with us. All right. All right. How are we doing today? Doing really good. It's cold outside. I don't know why I'm wearing a tank top. So it is actually cold outside. It's still winter in Norway. Yeah, I don't know when this winter is gonna be over. It's been winter forever. I'm done with this. But yeah, it's still pretty cold here, but it's a good day, I can say. So that's why I'm like, let's do this. Let's stream. This is actually my first official live stream. I've streamed before with my friends, but that was like a trial to see if video's okay, how we're gonna produce good audio, and all of that shebang, all of the stuff that comes with live streaming. And then yeah, I did a little trial as well. Yeah, I came home from a girls' night and just thought, hey, let's talk to people. Let's see who's still up. Let's see who's out there, and just tell people what's up. Then I did the co-working, and then I just did an ASMR earlier. And yeah, that was actually fun. We did learn some things about doing that. So we've learned some things for next time. And so let's see if we have questions or there's any questions somewhere else. Yeah, let's make sure no one is left behind. Wow. All right. Let's drink some water. I think my lips is gotten dry. Yeah, my lips sometimes feels dry. Like I could really feel it. Both winter and the summer actually. I was gonna say, yeah, it's because of the dry air. Yeah, the moment you go out, it's like you could really feel it peeling. So living in Norway, I have learned to use a lip balm. Yes. So yeah, I can still feel it getting dry right now, but it's okay. Yeah. Let's see who else is on. Do you have any questions there? Anything you want to ask? Anything you want to talk about or want me to talk about? Yes, I'm also on Facebook as Karen Hope, same name as on Twitch. But my username, it's facebook.com/Karen's Hope. Yeah, the Karen Hope is no longer available, so I had to add an S. Karen's Hope. So yeah, as this is my first official live stream, I introduced myself a little bit and yeah, talked about my radio DJ days, how I got to it, even though it was by accident. Yeah, and all of that stuff. All right, let's see. There's no notifications on Facebook. Okay. Checked. Let's see. If you guys can hear it, there is construction going on outside our apartment. You guys can't, because it could bother some people. Right. Let's also tell our Instagram peeps that we're live. So I am on Instagram. Same name as on Twitch, Karen Hope. Let's post story maybe. What time is it here? Right now, it's 2:40 p.m. It's 2:40 p.m. So that's why it's still a little bright. So, come on, Bash, let's chica. Let's share to them our life. I was trying to call my bestie on the phone, but she's busy selling. What are you selling, bestie? Maybe there are people from Jansen here. We can invite them to wherever you're selling or whatever you're selling. Yes, bestie, let's tell them. What are you selling? Where are you selling? Let's see. Let's tell people. No, let's promote. And also, where's our Bashi Mia? Mia is a band manager. Yes, she manages an indie band in Cebu. So if you're into music, they actually just released a song on Spotify. Where's Mia? Mia, can we play a bit of the song so that people can hear it? Let's ask her. So yeah, and the band members of the band Kana, the band is called Kana, and they've released a song called I posted it on my story yesterday. Open my Spotify. Always been rose tinted. So the band members are actually at least two of the band members are friends from university. So yeah, so they were there in my DJ days. So yeah, so yes, the band vocalist and one of the guitarists, Edward D and Dodin, they were they are university friends. And yeah, they produced a song. They produced a single on Spotify called "Always Been Rose Tinted." The band is called Kana. K space A space N space A. Let's ask their manager why it's like that. But yeah, it's if you're looking for the song on Spotify, it's K space A space N space A. It's pronounced as Kana. So the song has always been rose tinted. Yeah, it's 2:42 p.m. right now, and in the Philippines, it's 8:42. And in Australia, it's 10:42. Just a trivia, just so you know. All right, I get distracted by my bestie's question and chat on what time it is here. Let's tell people on Instagram that we're here. Let's see. I'm trying to get a screenshot. As you can see, I'm not that technologically savvy. Trying to good at this. So, what else is up? One time somebody asked me, what is something that you could do? Like, of course, aside from like, you do like all the time, of course, with pauses for, normal stuff like sleeping, eating, stuff like that. And all I could think of at that time was talking. Like, I love talking. I want to talk. In some instances, and when you've just known me, I may appear shy. When like I'm in a new event, I'm in a new environment, I tend to be quiet. But when it's just my friends or when I'm streaming and it's just us, like I love to talk. Yeah. Just ask me any questions and we'll get on that. So here we are. I'm gonna post on Instagram. Tell them that I'm live. I'm live on Twitch. Let's give them a link so that it's easy to get on here. There, link. Isn't it exciting? Let's add a hashtag. Hashtag Twitch. Can't think of it. That's it then. So, I am hungry. Oh my god, this is the last time I went live when I was live streaming. I also got hungry, so I ate while streaming, and so the stream became a mukbang. Yeah, let's do a mukbang, guys. This will be a mukbang. Okay, so we've gotten permission from the manager of Kana to play the song. Let's hear the song. I can open Spotify. I just have to use the other. Are you guys excited to hear the song? Because I'm excited. I'm just so proud of my friends for, producing a song that's on Spotify right now. And one of my besties is their manager. So I'm like, so they can hear this, right? If I play it from here. I'm just asking my tech guy. I can't. Oh, okay. All right. It's playing. It's playing in mon.
Out of all the days we've had, this one with you is what I love. Out of all the days we've spent, this one with you is what I intend. Took a peek at your bubble face, lingered on your warm embrace, stole a kiss onto your forehead, The words you left at night
The song's like background. So this isn't a musical, don't worry, I won't be singing. I am the Anne of the groups.
It's always the first time. It's always the first time.
Do you guys like the song that my friends wrote, sang, and produced?
It's always the first time.
Do you guys like the song?
Wrong
I'm so proud. I have such talented friends.
wrong song.
Delirious Smith is also bad with music. So, Kana, we now have and that was the song Always Been Rose Tinted by Kana. So Kana is Cebu based, and that's where I'm from. And their manager is one of my besties. And she was also the one who asked me to live react, which I can't. At least I try not to. Otherwise, we would be singing on here, and we don't want to sing. You know what's funny? Because a lot of people like that I met here in Norway, whether they're Norwegian or they're from someone else, but yeah, they're not Filipinos. They're like, "Oh, you're Filipino. You must be good at singing." Don't challenge me. So yeah, I love music, but music doesn't love me back. It's a sad life, I know. But it's just funny how they just assume that I can't sing. Sadly, I can't. My mom can. Like sometimes I'd be singing at home and she's like, um, Karen, you're off key. And my dad, he can also sing. I actually have a cousin who is a professional singer. Like she's a professional singer in Dubai. Like yeah, she gets paid to sing like every day. That's what she does. And I cannot even hear tone. I'm tone deaf. I'm just so bad. So yeah, can you imagine? Like my cousin, my like her dad and my dad are brothers. Yeah. She's like so good, and I'm like, I want to sing, but I can't. So yeah, sad life. Let me just order food from my chef. Whoa, chef! Can I have some toast, please? I wish you could see his face. He was like, that he's making toast. Ah, pretty! Yes, he's not just my tech guy, he's also uh yeah, chef. Thank you so much. I'm gonna have to start paying him now. My roommate slash tech guy. So yes, I would like to thank him for setting all of this up. I didn't know this took like so much work and everything. I was like, wow, I thought I just have to sign up and go live. See, we know nothing. Then it was like, oh, you have to set up this, download this, do that. I'm like, oh, yep, yes. So yeah, I'm so proud of my friends for that song. It's so nice. Like, guys, how talented can you be? It like nice to have talented friends. So lucky. trying to see what everyone else is to. I was on Facebook and it told me that I have a message on Messenger. You know, you can still see like certain stuff in there. So I clicked on Messenger and I have no messages at all. Nothing on spam, nothing on message requests, nothing on the channels, none at all. And as a perfectionist, hello to my fellow perfectionists. As a perfectionist, I always want to read my messages. Like I always want my inbox to be zero. Inbox to be zero. Like I want to read it all. So it's bothering me. Like I feel like I should delete the app and install it again. Like that's how bothered I am. I'm so proud to share with all of you the song that my friends have produced all the way from Cebu. I'm playing it live in Norway. And of course, I don't know where everyone is from. So, you know, some people might be from the US or from other places in Europe or from South America. And you're listening to a song that my friends from Cebu, in Cebu, have made. Isn't it amazing? That's one of the good things about technology. Despite and in spite of all of the negative things that we've said or we've talked about technology, there are lots of positive things about it. And one of it is being connected to people from all over the world. Like as I've said, I'm from the Philippines, and yeah, I still I still sorry. I still get to talk and connect with my friends and family who are in the Philippines. Like one of my best friends, she's in Cebu managing the band Kana, and she also gave me this calligraphy. My chair won't turn. Sorry. It's not enough space in my studio. Wow, studio. I'm just in our living room. So sorry. Studio. Wow. So yeah, that not that not the moose. The calligraphy. She wrote that. Well, she calligraphied. How do I say that, Mia? She wrote, right? She's an artist. See, I have artistic friends. So she did that art, the calligraphy art, and gave it to me as a gift, as well as the pink one. This pink one, yeah. She also did that art, and she gave it to me before I left for the Philippines. Yes, where I left for Norway. So yes, she gave that to me, and of course it was packed in plastic. So when I got here and I opened it, there was a message at the back. It was so sweet. Aww. So yeah, she gave this. There's a picture of my friends in there, of course. When we went, picture of my friends when we went swimming in Moalboal. Yes, it's one of our favorite places to hang out, just because it's so close to Cebu, and yeah, it's just a nice beach and yeah. So she wrote this: "You are here to enable the divine purpose of the universe to unfold." Aww. Everybody say aww. And everybody's like, nah. And of course, I have to put my friends. What do you call that, Mia? Like the. What do you call this? From Instax foam. Instax, yes. It's there. This is always like is always around with. I used to have it in my vanity. Now I have it in my living room so that I can see it all the time. So yeah, we're actually just in my living room. I'm just like, this is my studio. Wow. But yeah, it is kind of my studio because this is where I'm streaming live. Yeah, these are my books, school books, because I am a student. And yeah, most of them are in Norwegian, but there are those that are in English. Yeah, one of them says financial accounting, and the other is principles of marketing. So there are English books, but most of them are in Norwegian. Because I am studying in Norwegian. I know. I know, it's hard. I don't know why I'm doing this. Let's check up on people. I don't think my family knows that I'm streaming live. Now they know. Okay, we've posted everywhere, I think. Twitter. No, X, sorry. I still keep saying Twitter. Do people also do that? When you're like, hey, I saw your tweet, or did you post on Twitter? Like, still calling it as Twitter. Yeah, it's X now. And also, some people would say, I saw it on X, or I read it on X, formerly Twitter. Like, we still have to do that and say that, right? Okay, what are we gonna say? I'll just say I'm live on Twitch. What are we gonna say? What else are we gonna say, right? Okay, it says we're unable to send your post. I have internet. Did you hear that? That was my stomach making a sound. I really am hungry. All right, it's posted on X. Really oh, it's not. For some reason it didn't post. Obviously, we have internet because we're streaming live. So, hmm. Are people still on X though? Like, do people still go on there and rant or talk about whatever? Ooh, yeah, I just remembered I am on TikTok. So I made a TikTok account mainly because there was this challenge to read a teleprompter, and I was like, oh, I could do that. I did that for a living, like, a few years ago. Well, a few years ago, it's like 10 years now. And so I did that. So I have like 3 videos on my TikTok of the teleprompter challenge. And then after that, one of my besties, he works in cybersecurity, so it was like, oh, just like TikTok is, like there's some safety and security reasons on it. So I've just not been on it. But then now I've installed it again. Hmm. So, but yeah, there's nothing on it. So we can post on TikTok that I'm streaming here, right? How do you guys use TikTok? What's it mainly for you guys? Oh, what else am I use it? Oh my god, it says retouch. Oh my god. Now I know why people use TikTok. I look so different on TikTok than on here. Because here, this is like my real face. You can see my zit. Can we cover it? You can see my zit, guys. I'm such a teenage. I feel like a 13-year-old. I have a zit. A huge zit in the middle of my face. But then you can still see my zit on TikTok, but for some reason, so pretty. This is why people are on TikTok. Is this why? I don't know. This is why, because this retouch is okay. I don't. So I am discovering TikTok with all of you. Oh, there's a dual camera. There are effects. Ooh. Ooh, this is a whole different. What else is on TikTok? Why is everybody? I keep hearing about TikTok, but I've seen TikTok videos, but either on Facebook or Instagram. So I don't really know why people are on. But let us post this photo and tell people we're live. Let's give them a screenshot. I've gotten text that they love the music. Yay! I should play that again. All right? We're loving it. All right, let's post. Yeah, I've heard or well, I've read that some people were saying that if you're live on Twitch, you have to tell people on other channels because Twitch doesn't like, you know, do it for you. So this is why I'm telling people that I am on Twitch. What else do we? So I've seen that on Twitch, most of the people streaming are streaming their games and stuff like that. But I'm not a huge streamer. I mean, I'm not a huge gamer. Like I do play games, but mostly on my phone. And it's mostly like to pass time. And the games I play are, I don't know, very grandma. Like, yeah. I'm even ashamed to admit the games that I play. Like I don't really want people to know the games I play on my phone because they're not something you should be proud of. I don't know what games do you guys play on your mobile? So yeah, that's so I'm posting on TikTok. Can't believe I'm one of those people. All right. And because I am hungry, this will be a mukbang. And it's also very warm. Wow, very warm. Let's see what the temperature outside is. That's the thing though, guys. Even though it's very cold outside, inside it can still be warm because we have heaters. I've heard of some people who are like, I don't want to go to Nora and it's so cold. Like, yeah, it is cold outside, so you just don't go out. Stay inside with me. Yeah, that's the thing. Like during the winter, if I don't have to go out, I don't go out. And yeah, last winter, I was really thinking this is the moment I want to work from home. Like, this is it. Working from home. So I don't want to go out. And it's not just the cold, it's like the roads are slippery and there's ice everywhere. So today it's 12 degrees and it feels like 12 degrees. And it's a bit windy, but not so much, like 4 meters per second. So that is the temperature outside. But inside, it's like, at least in our apartment, it's at least 20 degrees. I control the heater. But because I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat avocado toast. It's a homemade avocado toast. Yeah, avocado is good, right? It's like natural fat or something. Guys, it's 3 p.m. I haven't eaten anything since I woke up. I had coffee. I had a mocha. A mocha. So of course the mocha has a lot of calories, so that's fine. It is a breakfast, but that's it. I haven't had any food. My first food of the day, avocado toast. I'm on an avocado toast phase. I've been eating avocado toast for like few weeks. Few weeks now. Yeah. Very simple. It's just toast with avocado on top. Do you guys remember there was a time when avocado toast was such a big deal? Like everyone, and I mean everyone, was eating avocado toast or talking about it. Mm-hmm. It's so good. Yeah, I love it. Mm, so good. Some people watching this might think it's just making us envious. Hmm, not really. But if you are envious, I'm sorry. Hmm. 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 Since it's 3 p.m., does this qualify as brunch? I know brunch is like brunch. I know brunch is like breakfast and lunch. But if you eat it at 3 p.m., is it brunch? For some Norwegians, 3 p.m. is dinner time, right? Norwegians eat at 3 p.m. Retired people, yeah, pensionists, pensioners. We call it pensionist in Norwegian. Yeah, the pensioners, they eat dinner at 3 p.m. Welcome to my mukbang. Just become a mukbang now. Surprisingly really good. Thank you for my avocado toast. Still remember the time when avocado toast was like the thing. Everyone was eating it for breakfast, lunch, snacks. Mm. Eat people. Water. Don't forget to drink your water, people. To those who don't know, the tap water in Norway is very, very fresh and clean. So yeah, if you've heard of the Voss water, yeah, there might be Kardashian fans here or fans of Kim Kardashian. She showed her fridge that's full of Voss. Voss is water from Norway. Well, Voss is a place in Norway. Voss, the brand, sells water from Norway. There was actually a study a few years ago now where they compared let's see. They compared, sorry. Where they compared bottled water versus tap water. And in that study, they found out that tap water was better than the bottled water. I forgot what the criteria was, but yeah. So, tap water. We love our tap water. Yeah, when we travel abroad and you have to drink from bottled water and stuff like that, we come home and we're like fresh water. Yeah. Water here is really good. So if you will come to Norway or you're thinking of visiting Norway in the future, don't forget to drink from the tap. Tap water in Norway is the best. And the people from Amsterdam would beg to disagree. I'm really sure there are countries with like fresh water as well and fresh, clean, good tap water. So yeah. Yes. Good for us. So yeah, if you come to Norway one day, always remember to drink from the tap water. So bring a water bottle. Mm. All right. Our time our time in Norway right now. We are on the our time zone here is the Central Eastern Standard Time, or is it Central European? Let's see. Yes, it's Central European Summer Time. So GMT plus 2. Our time zone is GMT plus 2. It's the time zone here in Norway. And we are on the Central European Summertime. And in winter, we will be on the Central European time. Is what it is. So it's CEST right now. So it's 3:20 p.m. or 15:20 if you're on military time. Yeah, we usually do like the 24-hour time here as well. Like yeah, you would hear like colleagues or friends like, should we meet at 17? Like instead of like 5 p.m. Yeah. Yeah, I know it differs per country or per culture even. So yeah, I don't know. All right, let's see what else. Ooh, you're in the UK. Delirious Smith is in the UK. Yes, the time difference from the UK is an hour. The good thing is it's just an hour difference all year, like whether it's summer or winter. I don't mean summer like summer, but like summertime. Whether it's summertime or winter time, the time difference between the UK and Norway is just an hour. Yeah. Yeah, I know because my therapist is in the UK. Yes. I prefer a therapist who speaks English. So that's why, yeah, I found one in the UK. And I was also looking for like a very specific, very niche therapist. And so when I was looking for like someone who could really like knows my knows my condition, and was like who's aware of it and was experienced with it, I was searching online for it, and I found one in the UK. So I'm like, ooh, finally someone who speaks English and who doesn't have that much of a time difference. It's just an hour time difference. So he's in the UK. Nice. How is it in the UK right now? Because most people from London who's here in Norway, they're like, oh, London and Norway, it's not, at least London and Oslo, it's not that different. Like they don't feel like the weather is any different. Because yeah, it also rains a lot here. It can be really cold. Yeah, they think it's, at least they said it's the same. Let's have some fan effect. Whoa. As if it's gotten cold again. There wasn't any fan effect. No, it's just it was the fan is too small. Look at how tiny that fan. So cute, right? So cute. I found this in SM Cities Boo. I like the color because purple is my favorite color. And this is like ombre-ish. When I saw it, it was just like right there on display. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, I want that. And of course, when we were in the Philippines last June, yeah, we stayed there the whole month of June. My birthday's in June, so I was there for my birthday. Thank you, Mia, for my birthday surprise. Yeah, she had cakes and everything. Oh, and we had lechon for my birthday. Yeah, if you don't know what lechon is, it's a whole roasted pig. Like yeah, we roast the whole pig. But the smaller the pig, the better, right? Any Filipinos who can confirm. So yeah, and it's always there in every celebration, in every important event in your life. We have lechon. So, because it's my birthday, we had a lechon, and so yeah, we were in the Philippines in June last year. It was super duper hot. Like on the weather app, it would say 25 degrees, 26 degrees, but it felt like 40. The moment you get out, you'd need to bring a fan. And this one, you can charge it with a USB chargeable. So you don't need to spend money on batteries. And I don't know why I am endorsing them. They haven't paid me or anything. So I don't even know the brand. Mm. They're watching this, guys. Can I have some water, please? Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to BRB, guys. So, cause I will drink some. Cause water is very important. It's important for us to always be dehydrated. I don't know if you guys noticed that when you don't drink enough water, the next day you're just like your body would ask for it back. Like, I think I have a headache. I think I'm sick. I think I'm like exhausted or something. There's just something wrong. And then you think back to the day before, you're like, huh, I think I just didn't drink enough water yesterday. Yeah. Can you imagine how important water is? And our body is already what? Is it 70% water? And the earth is what? 70% water as well, or something like that? Two-thirds water. It's two-thirds water. We need water. Water, water. Yeah, the title of this talk show podcast is Reliving My Radio Disc Jock Days. Because yes, I was a radio disc jock. There was a time. Which reminds me, So when I was a radio DJ and people would know about it, they're like, "Oh, Karen's now a radio DJ. She's DJ Rian Rhymes in 93.9 IFM." And they'd be like, "Oh my god, Karen can sing?" Like, no. Of course I can't. I can't, you know? And some people would assume that when you say DJ, it's, the party kind. That's the one they would assume. So they're like, "Oh, can I have her for my party?" And it's like, "You want me to host your party?" I can host. It's like, it's not that kind of DJ. So yeah, it was so funny. I've got a lot of misconceptions, and there were some moments where I was misunderstood. Yeah, they thought that I could sing, although I wish I could. And yeah, they thought I was like a party DJ. Oh, that's why I had to specify that I'm reliving my radio disc jock days. Radio disc jock. Yes. You know the voice you hear when you're listening to the radio? That annoying voice that comes up when you're listening to music? Yeah, I'm one of those people. It was even funny because one of the reasons I don't like listening to radio, like the FM radio station, was because, you're listening to music and it's so good and you're just like enjoying it, and suddenly somebody starts talking. And of course, the universe has conspired to make me a radio DJ. So I'm like, I'm gonna be the one annoying people now. But you know what? Those people are actually paid to talk on the radio. Like, that's what they have to do. Sometimes when I don't talk, I would get a text from my manager like, "Are you still there?" Like, because we don't have a camera in the booth. Like, we didn't in the beginning. We didn't have a camera. Eventually, we had the CCTV camera for for our own protection, and of course for the protection of the viewers who would come in and visit us as well. So in the beginning, we didn't have the CCTV camera in the booth, in the radio booth. We had like outside, in the door and all that. And so my boss would text me, the radio manager, the station manager would text me like, "Are you still there? Like, Rian, where are you?" Like, "I'm here." And this was before selfies and Instagram and all that. Well, it was already a thing, but it wasn't like that big a deal. It wasn't like everyone was posting selfies all the time. And so looking back, I would have posted a selfie like right at the booth and be like, "I'm here." I would have done that. But at the time, I would text back like, "Yeah, I'm here. I've been on since like 4 p.m. or something." Like, on the next quarter, you have to talk. Or like after the next commercial, you have to talk. So I'm like, so yeah. So you would greet people who are on chat. It's just like streaming, except, people don't see your face. They just hear your voice. So you would also greet people who are on the chat, who are listening to you. And sometimes people would like post on your Facebook page like, "Hey, can you greet me? I'm listening at this place. Like, I'm at Ayala Mall. Can you greet me and my friends? Or I'm at home in Barangay Guadalupe. Can you, say hi to us?" Stuff like that. So yeah, that was those were the days. Yeah, I don't know if you guys, wherever you are, still have FM and AM. So AM is where it's kind of the more serious side of radio, where you talk about it's like the news side. So you talk about like important stuff, so to speak. It's where the radio news is. So that's where I worked before moving to Norway. So yeah, I was one of the reporters in the AM version of, yeah, I was at DYHP. And the FM is where you play music. So it's more of like the lifestyle section. So it's just music, playing music, and yeah, talking, more light things. And a few years ago now, maybe even 5 years ago, there's no more AM and FM in Norway. We've done DAB. Yeah, it's a few years ago now. DAB radio. So they have scrapped AM and FM, and it's all became DAB radio. Yeah. So, what is DAB radio? Hmm. What is DAB radio? Let's see. So, DAB means digital audio broadcast. So basically, radio uses digital technology to distribute the radio station. So yes, so at least 5 years ago now, Norway has turned like super digital. That both FM and AM has just become DAB. So there were still for a time there were still radio stations who refused to go DAB or who refused to go digital. So you could still hear them on your radio station, on your like FM AM radio station. So what happened is in our car was like pretty old at that time already. Well, not old, 5 years old. But yeah, it's not old, but the radio in our car at that time was, AM FM. And so we had to change our radio to a DAB radio when we had nothing more to listen. Right? So I had a CD that I got from church as a church girl. Yeah, we got a free CD or something from our church, and I liked listening to the music as well. So we were playing it for a bit. But then we got a good deal on a DAB radio. So we reinstalled, like we really took the whole radio from the car. And by we, I mean, of course, I didn't do it. My partner did it. So he took the whole like FM AM radio, the old one that was in the car, and changed it with a DAB radio. What's funny at that time was the DAB radio was slightly smaller, or at least it's not the exact same size as the radio in the car. So yeah, there was like a hole. It's like it's been replaced. But like so it's aesthetically it there was a bit of a what's happened to your radio? But at least we had radio, There was music. At that time, I did not listen to radio when I was driving. Like I couldn't. I had to focus. Because in Norway, they are very strict. Like the fines are enormous. Like it's a lot of money. So I want to follow all the rules all the time when I'm driving. So I'd rather focus than, jam. Jam to my favorite music. So I'm like, there's a there's a time and a place to listen to radio. When I'm driving, gotta focus. I don't wanna give Norway, I don't wanna give the Norwegian government any more money than I should. Yes. So yeah. And then we moved to Oslo, like in the city center. And since public transport here is really good, at least like I think it's good enough that you don't need a car like daily. Like I could walk to work, I could walk to school. Of course, I take the subway because I'm lazy. So, but you could walk everywhere, and public transport is good enough that yeah, it was just too expensive to keep a car. Insurance is expensive, and because the Norwegian government, well, the Oslo municipality, the government, the local government, they wanted to encourage people to use public transport. It's environment friendly for a greener city. They they discouraged people by removing all of the like the parking spaces on the street, and so parking just became really expensive, like really expensive. It was so expensive to keep our car. Other than parking and insurance, there was just so many more costs that was like, it doesn't make sense anymore to keep the car. Sold it because yeah, public transport is good. It's good enough, and you can walk pretty much everywhere. Oslo is a small city, and if you want to bike, there are bike lanes almost everywhere. At that time, 5 years ago, there are bike lanes, but it wasn't like all over the city. But because they want people to not only use public transport, but also you know, use their bikes. It's environment friendly one, and also it's good for your health, right? It's exercise, and you don't even have to think about it. You bike to work and you've worked out, like without even thinking it or needing to have a separate time to work out. So eventually, like it's almost all over the city now. So, and there are also like city bikes, which you can by subscription, right? So you subscribe to the Oslo City Bike app software, wherever you can subscribe, and then yeah, you pick it up at the designated location. So yeah, there are places that has them. Just take it out of it, and then you can park it wherever you end up, as long as it's in their specific like bike rack. Yeah. And then of course you can find it on the app where the nearest bike rack to you is, where the nearest bike rack to where you're going to, and you put it there. So the thing about Oslo though is it's not really flat. So the reason I have not subscribed to the bike app, this Oslo City Bike, is because my workplace and the school that I go to now, it's uphill from here, from where I live. So you know, I don't want that. I mean, of course, I could bike going home, but you know, just one way. So I can bike on the way home, but then I take the subway going there. It's like, come on, too much money. So I just ended up buying a ticket. Uh, yeah, we get monthly tickets, or you can buy just one way tickets on the app, the public transport app. But I mean, I think our monthly ticket is expensive. Some people say that it's not. Some people complain that it's too expensive. So I don't really know where I stand on it. Up until a year ago, I was a student, and so I paid less. I am still a student right now, but I'm already past a certain age. I made myself sound so old. So you have to be, I think it's 30 years old to get the student discount. So after a certain age, you you are already an adult. They consider you an adult. So even if you're a full-time student, you still pay the adult monthly fee, even if you're a student. So yeah, so I'm past that age. I'm not old, you guys. Just past a certain age. I'm still on the calendar. Yes. It's a guessing game now how old I am. So yeah, I'm still on the calendar. So, but yeah, I now pay the monthly fee. What's the thing about our public transport here is they don't really track. Like, so I have the I have the ticket on my app on my phone. And then you go in the bus, tram, subway, like it's and the ticket is per zone. So if you have a zone 1 ticket, then you can ride whichever transpo in zone 1. Like you can even ride the boat. It's part of zone 1. So yeah, whichever public transpo there is, you can ride it. So you just go in the bus, the tram, subway, whatever, sit there and then get off. Right? So that's it. Some buses though, they require you to show that you have the ticket. Some buses you really have to scan. There's like a QR code in it. You have to scan it. And but yeah, most of the time, some or like some yeah, let's just say most of the time, or a lot of people actually do not have a ticket when they ride the bus, the tram, the subway, whatever. They don't have tickets. It's like nobody knows. What happens though is the bus company, well, you know, Ruter. So they have inspectors. They go in the bus, like there's two, three, four of them at a time, and they would just suddenly show you their ID and be like, ticket inspection. And then you open the app. Some of them, they just like look at the app. Some of them will really scan it. They have like a scanner on their phone, so they'll scan the QR code on your phone. And then, of course, mine would say student. So they need to see my student ID. And our student IDs are on our, it's an app. It's already on our phone. So after showing them my ticket, I would open my student ID and like show it to them, and then it's like that. So yeah, a lot of people get caught like not having tickets. Yeah, they get caught and they get to pay. How much is it? Is it like it's like 100 euros, 120 euros? Yes, if you get caught not having a ticket, you pay 120 euros. About. And that is if you pay it like right there when you get caught. Yeah, you pay 120 euros. If you don't want to pay it right there and then, or if you don't have money or whatever, you can get an invoice sent to your house or your address. So you get to get an invoice, and of course there is now an administration fee. So it's big. It's like 140, 150 euros if you don't pay it right there and then. Yeah, if you get the invoice. Yes, and a lot of people they risk it. They would rather not buy a ticket, risk getting caught, or hopefully not get caught so they don't have to pay the fine. But yeah, the fine is really expensive. So a lot of people that I know would rather just, buy the ticket instead of like getting anxious. Oh my God, what if I get caught today? Oh my God. And I don't want that. I don't think the anxiety that it gives me is just not worth it. I would rather have a ticket than be like, oh my God, like, ugh. Like, it's not worth the headache. But one time, our current prime minister, Jonas Garstere, he's our current prime minister. He got caught not having a ticket on is it on a train or a metro? Anyway, so yeah, he was in a public transpo. I forgot if it was a train, a tram, or a subway. Anyway, he was caught. He didn't have a ticket. He paid the fine, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, nobody is above the law. Prime Minister or not, you don't have a ticket, you pay the fine. So he paid the fine right there and then. So, of course, the newspapers, my fellow journalists, they heard about it. And they had to tell the whole world about it. So, yeah, they asked Jonas Garstere, like, why didn't you have a ticket? Dude, you get fined. And so doesn't really have the monthly ticket because he doesn't really ride the public transport all the time. So he just buys like the one time use, the single use ticket whenever he needs to. So when he needs to ride a public transport, whether it's a bus, tram, whatever, he buys a ticket right before getting in. Because you have to buy it right before getting in. It says in the app, on the buses, as well as on the stops, the bus stops and trams, it says there that you have to have a valid ticket before getting in. So yeah, he was saying that, yeah, when I need to take a public transport, I just buy a ticket before getting in. At that time, he was in a hurry to go somewhere, like he had an appointment for work. It was for his work as a prime minister. He was running to get to that appointment, and when he was buying the ticket, it didn't work. For some reason, he wasn't able to buy a ticket before he got in. Luck as it, or unlucky as he may be at that time, there was inspection. So he got to pay the fine. So, so yeah. So yeah, the bus inspectors, they're not always there. Like it's a surprise. So yeah. So sometimes they're there like when you get in, they're already in there. And sometimes you're just sitting on the bus like on your way to work or something, and you're like whatever. And then suddenly somebody would like, excuse me, ticket inspection. So yeah, it varies how often they inspect, where they inspect, and when. So yeah, it's a surprise. So everyone should have a ticket, a valid ticket when they get in. Otherwise, you pay the fine. Yes. It is what it is. So yeah, that was it. All right, let's say hi to people on YouTube. Ooh, we've got people watching us from YouTube. Yeah, I'm mainly streaming on Twitch, but I have posted the live stream as well on YouTube. So we have Robbie. Hello there. Thank you so much. And thank you so much to everyone who's on here right now and watching this stream and who's been here since we started earlier, where I talked about, my DJ days, and yeah, all of those things. And yes, thank you so much to everyone who has appreciated the song that my friends from the Philippines have produced. Thank you so much, guys. I am so proud of this music that they have produced. Again, the song is called Always Been Rose Tinted. It's on Spotify under the band name Kana. It's K space A space N space A. Kana. And yeah, their song is Always Been Rose Tinted. So thank you so much, Mia, aka Loca Cebuana on Instagram, for giving us permission to play the song. Yes, I will play the song again for you guys while I refill my water. Because again, tap water in Norway is really good. So I will play the song again for you guys and I will be right back.
Out of all the days we've had, this one with you is what I love. Out of all the days we've spent, this one with you is what I intend. Took a peek at your bubble face, lingered on your warm embrace. Stole a kiss onto your forehead, left no line from your notes unread. It's always the first time to kiss you at the skyline. The words you left that night entered into my heart instead. first time. It's always the first time. It's always the first time. It's always the first time. In your own 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 time.
Yay! And that was Always Been Rose Tinted by Kana, an original Filipino music. We call it original Pinoy music or OPM. That song was written, recorded, and produced in Cebu. Yes, by Kana, a band made up of my friends. And of course, the band is managed by one of my besties. She's Loca Sabuana on Instagram. I'm promoting that because she's single and available. One of my most artistic friends, and she's also single and available. And yeah, she is my greatest musical influence. Wow! Thank you so much, Mia, for allowing us to play this song by Kana. And yeah, I've already read from some comments and yeah, some chat that yeah, the music is good. They loved it. And this is it for today, you guys. I can't believe I've been on here for almost 2 hours. So that is all about me. You've heard. Yeah, I've talked a bit about yeah who I am, my previous life as a radio disc jock, and some stuff about Norway. And I will be back to talk to you guys some more about life in general. And yeah, don't forget to follow so that you get notified when I'm live again. And yeah, I'll see you on the chat. I'll see you guys on Instagram. I am Karen's Hope on Instagram. I am on YouTube, Karen's Hope as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys on there. And if you have any requests on what we're gonna talk about, if you have any questions, just pop it on there. And yeah, I will find it and I will talk about it on my next stream. And I will also be doing a co-working slash study stream where you can work on your own projects, and I'll also be working on my own project, and we'll do it simultaneously at the same time. And so yeah, it's just I hope that by doing that together online, you will be encouraged to really work on your project, and it helps us, both of us, to be more efficient, more effective, and really finish our work or really study. So it's just some sort of an accountability thing. So yeah, so what happens during the co-working slash study stream is for 20 minutes we will all focus on whatever we are doing, and then we have a 10-minute break. We can do whatever, and I will also be chatting here. And another 20 minutes of focus, and then another 10 minutes break. So yeah, we will be doing that soon. Don't forget to follow me so you'll know when that's happening. And then next week is the F1 Grand Prix in China. I will be watching it live, and you can see my reactions, hear my reactions and comments while they are practicing, during the sprint, during the quali, and during the race. So, yes, I will do my best to do it live, even though it's like 5 a.m. here in Norway while they're doing it. But yeah, it's so much nicer to do it live as well, so you don't get spoilers when you open Instagram or TikTok or whatever. So yeah, I prefer to do it live as well. So thank you, thank you, thank you so much to everyone who's been on this stream. Whether you're watching live on Twitch, whether you're on Facebook, on YouTube, or whether you've sent me your chat and your congratulations and some of your comments on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And I hope to see you guys next time when we're back right here on Carrot Home. Thank you guys. Bye. Bye everyone. Have a great day. Have a great Tuesday. I didn't get any new followers on Twitch. All right, I'm gonna put stream markers.